Live on the Baseball Insiders at the winter meetings on Tuesday night, and it's been a wild start to the evening. Rumors all over the place about Aaron Judge's next home. It seemed like a done deal to the Giants at one point. Now we just don't know. Neither side is communicating that they have any finality on the matter, and we are waiting for a judgment. And live on the scene is Robert Murray, Fansided's MLB Insider, to give us a little bit more clarity, if possible. Robert, how is it in San Diego?
Absolute freaking chaos. I'll tell you, it was there was a chaos, and then all just went all the way down to what I just tell you is that Aaron Judge, he has not made up his mind. Just don't know exactly what he's going to do, but it's picked up surrounding it. But we are not at the both teams, as I said, they don't know where.
So far, what we do know is what has been reported over the past 45 minutes or so. Aaron Judge has not made a final decision, according to those in the know. Like Robert said, there is smoke around the Giants. Susan Slusser tweeted there's smoke around the Giants as well. Of course, John Heyman did tweet that it felt like it was close to a done deal. Michael Kay said it as well. All of the smoke has been Giants related, but like Robert said, no decision made yet. Do you on the ground, do you have any clarity on when, either Judge arrives or when we might learn more about whether we're getting closer to a decision?
I expected a decision at the winter said. At this point, it's like Judge is going to do, and Paige Odell, his age, came with the media. So that means which means the media is out of the dark at this point, and it's a fresh on my phone, either waiting for the text or waiting for the decision. But it's I remain patient, and even for me, we've even had some other actors like it's been quiet. But yeah, it's been a crazy day, and I think people are.
So radio silence from Paige Odell, Aaron Judge's agent, who has handled this extremely well. And you and I have talked over the past few days, few weeks, keeping teams in the dark, keeping only the essential information private. And obviously right now, more of the same. The Yankees don't seem to believe they're out. The Giants don't seem to believe they have an answer either. But it's a guessing game and a waiting game for everybody. Robert, and you're just refreshing your phone to see those texts, I assume.
Yeah, it's basically my phone's been going off every texts that are coming in now. We don't have a laptop, so that's good. But is figuring out where exactly the Judge is going to go. Talks throughout the league on everything else is incredible. So it's not just Judge. Surprisingly slightly, we have some other deals named Aaron Judge that happens. So it should be a fun night, is what I'm.
Everybody stay up. Yeah, everybody stay up late tonight. Cody Bellinger dropped about 20 minutes ago, maybe a half hour. Time is meaningless at this point. How are you feeling on, I think, the other big name of the day, Wilson Contreras? We're starting to see a little Cardinals movement there, maybe, or a wide market. Is that one of the names that you also think might drop in the not so distant future, or is it just sort of all hands on deck for the Judge news tonight?
I don't think it's all hands on deck because it's such a limited market for Judge that it doesn't impact what a lot of the other teams do. So I still think talks around the league are not even in the Judge thing, but basically on but Contreras, I think his back that it's not just. I mean, you have the Astros, teams that are definitely in this. I'm still ultimately be the team. I think Sean, but the price tag to acquire really expensive. Like that is not going to be. I also think the Cardinals Blue Jays catching situation is like that they present. Like Alejandro Kirk, they have options there. So for the litter, it's basically choosing duty and spend big dollar or X in order to get an Alejandro Murphy type. But even the Sean Murphy ones in pieces as well. So it's got to figure out. But I can tell you that this is figuring out that spot because the huge void to fill.
We did get a few big bats dropping on the market today. Maybe shorter term deals, players who pack a lot of punch, who I think many assumed might try a reset after slightly tough 2022s or a rough second half. Josh Bell comes to mind, someone that we've talked about. When he went to the Padres, we considered him a pretty big middle of the order threat. And he struggled there. Now he will try to rebound with the Cleveland Guardians. I think we thought maybe the Red Sox, maybe the Astros. The Astros were looking at him at the deadline, but ultimately did go to the Padres and didn't exactly help his market there. How do you feel the Bell-Cleveland marriage works, and does that prevent them from doing other things?
No, I don't think things, but I think it's basically the Guardians wanted one of those kind of they were heavily after Jose contract, as everyone has reported, and a priority was ending that kind of a player. And there are concerns with him. Is he's really struggled. Was traded to San Diego, and he's mostly been known, especially offensively. What like a team, I think I would not give Bell 2 years. I think I don't know if there's another team, but the Guardians clearly they paid for him. They got the premier first base off the board at this point now. And who's the top free agent first baseman now? Do you know?
It's a fantastic question. Yeah, I mean,
I know Yuli Gurriel is on that. By the way, I can tell you, Houston has interest in a utility role, but it's not there.
Yeah, Dusty Baker sort of made that clear yesterday, and it took me aback a little bit because I was just sort of thinking, didn't they probably said goodbye and ended that relationship, didn't they? But I guess not. I would say Gurriel feels like the top first baseman on the market to me. I guess the Red Sox are content to roll with Eric Hosmer and Tristan Casas. That's their prerogative. I sort of saw them in the Bell chase, but yeah, I mean, the slim pickings, especially since Anthony Rizzo went early, which we now know in relation to the Judge thing didn't seem to matter much at all, considering Judge's future is still completely up in the air tonight.
No, exactly. And once the Aaron Judge is all, I'm hoping it's sooner rather. We're going to see a lot of activity throughout the league. It's interesting too because there's been rumors are getting indications that I'm wondering if that's acting the tweets that they've seen rather than Aaron Judge. That's lobby is that maybe even the Logan Webb respond to be careful or something said, but and that's where those indications of the job, that's where they're getting them from. But as I said, but Judge and this podcast has not made a decision yet.
Well, we will keep checking in. Appreciate the work you're doing on the ground. Sometimes it can be tough to master that audio with this ridiculous San Diego Wi-Fi. But we're doing our best out here, folks. We're going to keep checking in with Robert for the rest of the week. And he's doing Yauman's work down there, beasting it coverage-wise. Make sure to subscribe to the Baseball Insiders. This feed, we're going to be going live tomorrow, too, to give you the most news that we possibly can under the circumstances. Robert's going to be writing about it for Fansided.com, and you can check in with this feed regularly once you subscribe. Mondays and Thursdays, 3:30 Eastern, during the non-winter meetings chaos. Robert Murray, thanks so much for joining me, man. Get back to it. Get back in the fray. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Even though my audio sucked, I feel bad. We're trying our best. Everybody's in the only one with bad Wi-Fi. So,
well, I translated for you. We're good. People picked up the scoops, and we know you're hard at work. So we'll see you later, and go get us that gold.